Right then, let's do another daily. Again, I'm not going to use a timer today, but I'll try not to spend too long over some of these things. This is that place where four states meet, so we can get this absolutely spot on. It's going to be here, isn't it? It's that exact point. Four Corners Monument. We're right on it. I mean, we're technically in probably like slightly into the New Mexico side or something, but I mean, let's just slap it right there. In terms of a year, let's get some clues. It doesn't look like super recent. I'd say these. Yeah, it doesn't look particularly recent. I'm not seeing people, for example, like taking. Oh, he's got a sort of 90s video camera. I don't see any smartphones. He's got a big camera. I don't think it's like full on 90s. I feel like it's kind of early noughties. I mean, like maybe this is like a kind of millennium celebration or something, maybe. I don't know if that's got any Native American significance. Or definitely not. But I mean, these cars are looking pretty. Yeah, I don't know, sort of late 90s / year 2000. I think let's say 2000. Maybe let's say like 99. Maybe like 98. I'm feeling like 98. I think 98. Blimming was 2000. Oh, I was very close. That's annoying. Talked myself out of 2000 having any significance. But it has significance for all the wrong reasons. All right. What's going on here? Hull, Hornsey. So we're somewhere in East Yorkshire. There's Hull. Where's Hornsey? There. So we're somewhere between Hull and Hornsey. I mean, should we just say right in between? For lack of a better. Why does it say Maastricht Jarls in the thing? Huh. Is there some hilarious thing going on here where this bus isn't actually going from Hull to Hornsey? It's actually on a visit to like the Netherlands or wherever the hell Maastricht is. Is Maastricht over here? I mean, do I go with the sign in the window or what's written on the side of the bus? What other clues do we have, if anything? I mean, it looks pretty flat. I'd associate flatness with being in the Netherlands. It's parked on the right hand side of the road. If that's giving us any clues at all. But I mean, it could. I mean, that quite possibly not. Oh, look, Maastricht there. Huh. And where is Jarls? Oh no. I have a nasty feeling I'm going to guess the wrong country here. I mean, there's Yorkshire, there's the Netherlands. Do we sort of hedge and just stick it in the middle of the sea? That seems a bit of a cop-out. Where is Jarls? I mean, buses. I don't want to go that far, are they? This is a tricky one. I feel like you could make just as good a case for it being a British bus in Britain, somewhere between sort of Hull and Hornsey, or it being somewhere in the Netherlands. I mean, I don't know where Yarls is. I've not been able to find that. If Yarls is even a place. Like, the thinking here is that you can get a ferry from like up here to the Netherlands. So maybe there's been a bus from Yorkshire that's gone on the ferry and it's now taking sort of holiday makers, of which there seem to be several, on a nice Dutch holiday somewhere near Maastricht. Have they got a bag full of tulips? I think almost yes, like almost. All right, let's just say it's down here. I mean, I'm prepared to be very wrong. This looks very kind of wartime. This looks very kind of either just pre or just post. I don't think it would be during the war. Seems unlikely, doesn't it? Pre or post? Let's go just pre. Let's go sort of 1938. Just post. Okay. Yeah, wrong side of the war. That's annoying about the year. But, you know, I made the right call in terms of what country we were in, so that's something. Is this another? I mean, it's a canal, which made me wonder whether, or maybe maybe it's just a river. I thought maybe we were in the Netherlands again. It's some kind of hilarious fabricated boat race situation. What language are these things in? Trolltig. Sounds a little bit kind of Scandinavian. I mean, it sort of could be Dutch. What are we seeing? This one may just be a bit of a complete guess. Alewald's Trolltig. I mean, I suppose we could have a look around some potential cities. Like maybe Stockholm? Like, could it be in this little bit of I'm looking for shop names that look sort of vaguely similar to the ones that we're seeing, coupled with, like, you know, reasonably realistic looking stretches of I don't think this is looking right. It's kind of, well, what about down here? I don't think that's looking quite right either. I think that's sort of too wide. I didn't see any shop names that looked kind of believable there. What about Copenhagen? I think this might also be too wide. Trolltig. Where do the people look like they might be from? I mean, quite a lot of blonde people, but not consistently. Like Alewalds, that's sounds like a bit more German to me. But like this place on the right, Trolltig, doesn't. These places still looking like it's still looking quite wide. I mean, there are so many waterways in Hamburg. Wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, if I give up, then I might actually end up just sticking it in here because it's kind of in between a lot of potentially quite feasible places like Germany and Denmark and, you know, the Nordics. I mean, this has got some sort of rapids, doesn't it? So I wonder if going into hybrid mode will help us kind of identify bits of water that are a bit more like rapid. I'll just have a quick sense check of this little bit in Copenhagen. It's too wide, it's too wide. Where else could it be? Like maybe just about like one of the Amsterdam waterways around here. Do any of them look? Maybe let's go back into this mode. I mean, we just had one in the Netherlands. So 2 in a row seems pretty unlikely, but there are a lot of waterways in Amsterdam. I don't know. I'm not sure. Without really having anything to go by, this is just going to be a bit of a guess, I think. Maybe let's say Hamburg, just because it's kind of in the middle of all these different places and there's a lot of waterways. So we'll stick it on just... I mean, I'm overthinking it even by investigating this far, really. But I don't know. I'm really not sure. Let's just say Hamburg. I'm sure I'm well off. And I think it's probably fairly recent, is it? Lots of people taking pictures on smartphones. Fashion-wise, hard to say. Everyone's just wearing kind of European... Was there any evidence on this boat thing? Like, they've got little acorn hats on. Like, this almost looks kind of... I think it's just because it's green and it's got kind of writing on it. It almost looks kind of Irish, but I think I'm wrong about that. Not sure. Let's say 2022 Hamburg. I'm probably completely wrong. Yep, it was near Stockholm. Alright, that was bad. But what was the year? Oh yeah, I wasn't even really that close on year either. Right then. This looks like it's got a lot more clues. The main shopping street. It's written in every single language. Oh, blimey heck. This... Oh, I think we're in Iceland. I assume we must be in Iceland. Banki. I think Iceland is... Yeah, this is yeah, that's Icelandic. Okay, so the main shopping street... Laugavegur. Is that going to be a place in... I mean, if we just sort of go around, look, Laugar. Laugaras. I think this must be a place. We only really have to go around the outside of Iceland and we should bump into it, hopefully. Oops. Let's get this over there. Let's get this nice and big. We should be able to find this. Iceland is a pretty small country and it's largely Laugarbakki. Pretty small country, pretty sparsely inhabited. If there's ever a time when we can actually find a town based on a name, this feels like one of those times. Unless it isn't the name of the town, which is always possible. I mean, Laugaras, Laugarbakki. Spoke too soon, I think, here. Maybe it is quite hard to find. Right, I'm pretty sure I've looked at every town or whatever in Iceland. Laugavegur. That's that, like... I mean, I there's a very prominent and like recognizable church in Reykjavik, and like part of me is wondering whether like that, but this kind of feels like a smaller town than Reykjavik, unless this is just like the name of a neighborhood. There's several places clearly with Laugar at the beginning of their name. So maybe it is just like a kind of little district of Reykjavik. Alright, I think I tempted fate by saying this would be quite easy to find. Should we just double check the kind of neighborhoods in, like, are there any other meaningfully sized towns? What's this place like? None of the other places seem to be big enough to have kind of, you know, boroughs or whatever. So if it's not a town, I mean, this is a place called Laugar. Vegur. So Vegur could be a street. So Laugavegur could be Laugar Street. And this is called Laugar. Oh, is that a bit of a gamble? I mean, it's a bit of a gamble. This settlement doesn't look... I feel like we'd have things like the bank showing up here if there was one. So maybe we need to find another... Maybe we need to find a street in Reykjavik called Laugavegur. Oh, look, Lauger Vega. I think this must be it. Does it go on for... I mean, Lauger Vega does seem to be quite a long... It's this whole thing. But this looks like quite a small bit of street, so I'm guessing it must be like... like maybe this bit? Can we see any of the places? I want like Iceland Air. Tax-free shopping. Gull or something. Alright, let's just sort of say that it's here, or something like that. Sort of partway along Lauger Vega. In terms of when this is, like that looks like a kind of 90s car, doesn't it? This is another sort of maybe 90s / just about pushing into the 2000s. Do we see any other clues? There's Nike, doesn't tell us anything. Maybe just about creeping into... I mean, that's a 90s car. Let's say late 90s. Mid to late. We did 1998 for the other one, didn't we? Let's try 97. Oh, it was 99. Oh, it was basically the same street. Okay, I'm not too upset with that. Final round. This is... my first instinct is Japan, but I'm really bad at telling the difference between Chinese and Japanese characters. So it's... I think... I don't even know. I don't know enough to know the difference. It's the 70s, I think. I think it's fairly safe to say that we're around late 70s. Sort of out there. I don't quite know why I'm saying that, but I'm getting that feeling. Difficult to know where this is. Maybe just we say Tokyo. We just pick a spot in Tokyo and hope for the best. I'm not seeing any clues that I can use to help me. So maybe we just say sort of just slap bang in the middle of Tokyo somewhere. I don't even really have a way of making an educated guess based on anything here. Reasonably wide looking road. Not sure. Central Tokyo, 1978. What? Okay, I am extremely surprised by that. I did not expect to get that right. I mean, I was reasonably okay with the time. The fact that I just picked in a city the size of Tokyo the right street, I'm shocked by that. Wow. Okay, 44.8. That's pretty good. I mean, that was not too bad. This one, yeah, that bus, it was quite confusing. Bit annoyed about that year, but that's okay. That one, I mean, yeah, that weird boat thing. This one, spent a lot of time trying to find that street. I'm quite glad I found it. Not too bad. That one, I'm still in shock about, really. All right, that was fun. Yeah, not my best, not my worst.